Welcome everyone to the Side Drive Podcast. Welcome to our review of the Digital Ally 400, not to be confused with a Digital Ally 250, which was the truck race. So, accidentally tweeted the truck race, but it was actually a cup race multiple times in the weekend. So, had that little bit of a issue there. But
sometimes it's hard to pay attention to that 200.
Yeah.
And the 400.
But anyway, yes, this video, this review is a day late. We did not get to watch the race live, unfortunately. I was out eating at Red Robin's, so they didn't even have the TV on to the race. They had other motorsports on, but just not NASCAR, so it was really
aggravating.
It was aggravating.
We was out celebrating your birthday.
Yeah, so it was my birthday. Saw or didn't see anything, but I heard that it was a great race. Then I was following along on Twitter. So it was a really crazy race from what I've heard and what I've seen after we got home. Very late.
Yeah, but we recorded it and I watched most of it. So
yeah, so this review may not be 100% all the way through, like
normal,
detailed or anything like we normally do. So, which is unfortunate because this was probably the best race of the season.
Yeah, everybody I heard on Twitter some good positive things. Everybody liked the racing. It's real, a lot of battles for the lead and some good passing, and it's really surprising that here everybody enjoyed it.
What, Twitter likes something?
Wow.
So first off, Stewart-Haas was very dominant in qualifying, even though 2 of the 4 failed technical inspection, which was Almirola and Daniel Suarez, but they was able to battle their way back up there and not necessarily contend for the win, but contend for some top 10s.
Yeah, there's a lot of inspection issues. There's like 11 cars that had to go to the rear of the field because of inspection issues of that sort. But they managed to come back very well. I know Chase Elliott, he was one of them. He battled his way up to the front, and Hendrick was really looking strong too.
So a quick summary of stage 1. We had a competition caution. Not sure exactly why. Maybe I don't think there was any rain in the area. Maybe it rained that morning or something.
Possibly.
Sort of like that. But yeah, I had the competition caution around lap 40. So, but Kevin Harvick really dominated that stage. Nothing really else to be said.
Yeah, he pretty much checked out, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a dominant day, winning stage 1, first stage win since I believe Atlanta. So it's been a weird year for the 4 crew, but they was able to show some 2018 speed today or yesterday. But but anyways, we did have, I believe, 1 caution that stage, which was Denny Hamlin. He was one guy that I thought was going to win the championship, and yes, he could still, find that speed again and dominate. But he went to Texas and he almost really dominated that race. And
2 weeks in a row he hit the wall or somehow and torqued him, crush panels, and like the week before he had some carbon dioxide exposure over at Dover, so hopefully he didn't get none of that this race.
And also you had Talladega, who I believe he crashed in the very first crash at Talladega, so a bit of a tough road for the 11.
Yeah.
So those of you who have FedEx packages, they probably will not be on their way. But hopefully that team can work on it, figure out what's going on. It seems like the teams who were really strong at the beginning of the year, yes, I know one of them won the race, but Penske and Gibbs does not seem to have that advantage as they did. It looked like Brad put himself in the right place, right time towards the end. So maybe I'm starting to see a shift now to Hendrick and Haas.
Yeah, Blaney, he pretty much struggled all day. I believe he almost got a little loose and almost hit the wall in the first stage. But he just really couldn't find a balance on that car. He just really struggled through the whole race.
Yeah, Ryan Blaney was one of our picks. So it was your pick, and my pick was Kyle Larson. So our picks didn't really fare too well. Larson still was in the top 10 fairly most of the day. So pretty decent day for me, but really rough day for you and your driver.
Usually when I pick a Penske driver, the other Penske driver wins.
And that happened.
That always happens.
So stage 2, not much really happened. We had pit cycles. Harvick was dominating until I believe they went the wrong way on a adjustment, and then Chase Elliott was able to get the lead. But still, Harvick was pretty dominant that stage.
Yeah, and Chase, he come up and won the stage 2. So Chase, he just continues on getting stronger and stronger each week. And I believe he's helping the whole organization. You've seen Alex Bowman come up there, and even William Byron and Jimmy Johnson had a good day.
Yeah, it looks like, like I said before, Stuart Haas and Hendrick is making this name for themselves that maybe they are the top 2 organizations of 2019. Especially at a racetrack like Kansas. And we're going to Charlotte 2 weeks in a row, and you go there and show some strength. If they do that, that's going to show me that those 2 teams most likely are the ones to beat.
Yeah, I really like Kansas. You got a lot of room to move around, a lot of weight in different rooms, ways to pass, and some passes up like how they even not wreck. I don't even know, but there's like threading the needle between 2 or 3 cars, and it's a real exciting race.
Yeah, I believe that's because of how stable these cars are. They're able to, with the added grip, with it being a night race, and lower horsepower, they're more stable, and we could see better racing like this.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of the year, I was worried that was just going to see a bunched up mess, but it actually really reminded me of a Truck Series race.
Yeah, I believe Brad, I might have mentioned it in the media center that this package really suits the night race and the way the grip is. So it's a pretty awesome car with Brad. I always like a paint scheme, and seems like he comes alive towards the end though.
Yeah, I believe Brad really put himself into position, and I think he may not have had the best car all day. I believe Harvick, Chase, and Bowman really had the best cars, but I think Brad Keselowski's super speedway experience really helped him get the win today or yesterday. I keep making that joke, but anyways, he put himself into position trying to make those quick moves that you would have to do at super speedways, and I think that experience really got him the lead towards the end.
Yep, and I believe in stage 3, they're going through some pit cycles. I believe Mark Truex got into Daniel Suarez, and he's coming to pit road, and but Daniel saved it and made it onto pit road, and I just don't know if Mark Truex really realized how fast he's coming up on him.
And also at the start of stage 3, Kevin Harvick had some debris on the aero duct, and that's something you don't normally talk about. It's normally just the grill.
Yeah.
But with the way it affects the downforce, he thought it was a tire going down, and I guess the spotter didn't notice it on the front, so he went to the pits, and that basically took him out of contention. Dominant car, but finishing 13th, so really disappointing finish, but great speed.
I believe it just changed the whole downforce of the car itself. It didn't allow the air to go through the air duct, and it just made his car handle real crazy, I guess.
Yeah, probably made it really loose throughout the corners.
Yeah. And usually you get debris on the front of the car like that, it'll start overheating. So it's just another struggle they got to go through with the air ducts and with debris.
Yeah, a lot of learning curves because you don't know exactly how that feels because you don't go out and practice and throw tear-offs on your car and see how it will react.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll start doing that from now on, but just trying to figure out how to get through all these. I mean, I wouldn't say that was a mistake, but definitely something that they'll go through. And now when he says, I think we have a flat, they'll say, is there anything on the grill?
Yeah.
And then they'll go into account all that stuff.
Yeah, because put him a lap down, and then when the caution come out, he just got trapped a lap down. So it was really unfortunate for them at that point in the race. Just trying to get your lap back because you got a dominant car, you just get put a lap down just because of something like that.
But with Harvick's misfortune, it was Alex Bowman's fortune because he got to lead a few laps.
Yeah.
Get some experience doing that. Chase Elliott was battling there, and also Kyle Busch was trying to catch him. We didn't really hear about Kyle Busch all day, but Kyle Busch's day would ultimately come to an end with some contact with, I believe, the 20 of Eric Jolin's teammate, and also the 14 of Clint Boyer.
Yeah, it was battling pretty tough through there. Man, there's a lot of blocking things.
Yeah.
So it's very aggravating if you're in that position.
Yeah, so Kyle Busch's streak of top tens, trying to beat Morgan Shepherd's record, and I guess that has come to an end. Yeah,
another caution come out towards the end that really hurt was Ron Blaney blew a right rear tire. So his struggles through the day just went soured in.
Yeah. The body armor's not sour. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet, but Blaney's day was pretty sour.
Yeah. Some expired body armor, I guess. I don't know, but
yeah, I believe that caution right there is when Kyle Busch come in. He went through too many pit stalls. He just clipped one extra pit stall, and it got put him in the back.
Yeah, so really unfortunate that Kyle Busch. I stated in Side Draft Fast Picks earlier this week that he has not shown the speed like he normally does, and that's before we went to another mile and a half. So I was really interested in seeing how fast he would be, and it seems something's off with Kyle Busch and also Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, I ain't sure what's going on. If they just change something on the car or what it is, but maybe they get things worked out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think he's got a win at a mile and a half this year.
No.
So I think the first one was Phoenix, and then Auto Club at Bristol. So, we had one with this package that he won, but that's probably a whole different ball game with it being a 2-mile track instead of just a mile and a half.
And another I want to mention is Tyler Reddick. I think his second start in.
Yeah, he started the Daytona 500 and then.
I mean, he had a very good day. I mean, he was running top 10.
Yeah, he finished 6th.
Yeah.
He's finished above his RCR teammates who are in the series every week. He beat Austin Dillon, who has a Daytona 500 victory and a Coca-Cola 600 victory, and also Daniel Hemrick.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know what they did different to his car to make it better than the other two, but maybe they can take some notes from his car and apply it to theirs and maybe help their program.
Yeah, maybe they'll look at some of his driver inputs, how exactly he's driving the car. Not much of a difference because everyone's full throttle, so I'm not sure how exactly different it could have been.
Yeah, I know his driving style is a little aggressive, and I think you got to be aggressive with this package a little bit. Maybe Austin Dillon and Daniel Hemrick ain't aggressive enough, but I don't know. It's just maybe they go back to the shop on Monday and compare notes.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how they'll react towards the All-Star race and the Coca-Cola 600. See how aggressive they'll exactly get throughout the races.
And another team I see big promises coming is Chris Buescher. In the 37 car. I mean, he's coming on strong. He's running top 10 now, and I believe he finished 10th.
Yeah, somewhere in there. So first time, I believe that he's had a great run and got to keep it throughout the whole entire race.
Because the way the season's been going, he's been running really, really good. And then towards the end, something happens, like a flat tire or something got to come to the pits or something. But I'm glad he can finish this race off and have a good finish and something to build on. And I like to see what that team's going to do the rest of the year.
So towards the end, Alex Bowman and Chase Elliott was battling for the lead. Caution comes out with, actually I think Brad Keselowski got around those before the caution came out. So it was Brad versus Bowman, and then Matt DiBenedetto would, I believe his engine would expire, and that would cause a caution, causing it to go into overtime. And for some reason, every time they would try to line up, no one knew where exactly they were, especially after the caution during the green flag pit stops.
Yeah, so it was really confusing. There's like 3-4 lines out there. It's like, how are you gonna sort this out?
Yeah. Finally, somehow they got it sorted out. The final restart was kind of disappointing. No one really did much, but it was still crazy throughout the field.
Yeah, I believe they're trying to say that Brad jumped the restart, but he was in the restart zone. I believe that Eric Jones just wasn't ready for the start, and he's just trying to complain about it.
Yeah, and also, speaking of complaints, Clint Boyer had a complaint about Eric Jones as well, because Eric Jones blocked Clint Boyer.
That was a big block, and I mean, it's like, if I was Clint Boyer, I just dumped him. It was like, I gotta teach that boy something.
Yeah, you gotta learn experience from some of the veterans, especially with this package. When you block someone, you're gonna lose so much momentum. And Boyer, this is his home track. He's trying to win in front of his people, and he had an amazing run, and then Eric Jones just boldly shuts the door on him. But I can agree that it is hard racing, and I'm not going to complain about hard racing, but I do understand why Clint Boyer was very upset with him.
Yeah, because Clint Boyer really, cut Eric a break by just, getting on the brakes and not just, plowing over him. Because Clint Boyer, he was coming a big head of steam, up on the high line, and Eric Jones just jumps up there. I mean, it's like, it's several mile an hour faster than each other.
Yeah.
And so it's like, and Clint Boyer even tried to go a little higher, and Eric just blocked him all the way up to the track, and I'd be ticked off too, So I could imagine.
Yeah.
But
they did exchange a few words after the race, but with that, Brad Keselowski was able to get a very comfortable lead over Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman finishing second for the third consecutive time. So maybe at either the All-Star race or the 600, he'll one up that.
Maybe he can get another second place. But yeah, I see Hendricks building some steam right now, getting some momentum on their side. All four cars, running well. So I don't know. I'll be surprised that Jimmy don't do pretty good at Charlotte.
Yeah, that'll be a great place for redemption for Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, Jimmy's house.
Yeah, so with that, Keselowski was able to get his third win of the season, representing the American flag. As you can see right behind us, that's our tradition for Keselowski wins. Still looking for some more traditions to do when other drivers win.
Yeah.
Brad's was probably the easiest to come up with.
Yeah, we got to find a steering wheel when Joey wins, or we ain't going to do no bow when Kyle Busch wins. So we just have to figure out some other things to do for other drivers.
We'll use some M&Ms or something. I don't know.
Maybe so.
But yeah, congratulations to Brad Keselowski. Like I said, I don't think he had the best car, but with that experience, that aggression, that ultimately got him the win. And it's great to see some great battles throughout the field. Love the package under night racing, and it's the first time I can really look at the package and say I like what I saw. So,
yeah, I think this is pretty much what NASCAR is trying to go forward and do, and they accomplished what they needed to do. And it's really good to get good feedback from the fans and saying they like it, and it's something to build on.
I believe that's all we have for our race review.
Yeah, I believe Penske, he's done pretty good this weekend. If you got to watch the Indy race, and Simon Pagenaud won, so Penske's looking pretty good. over the weekend.
Yeah, speaking of that IndyCar race, it was an amazing finish with Pagenaud and Scott Dixon.
It was a lot of fun.
It made me want to do a podcast on it, but
yeah, I was waiting around for the cup or race to start or whatever, trying to find something to watch on TV, and got to watch it, and it was a lot of fun.
yeah, we'll have to stay tuned for some more races throughout the season.
Yeah.
But we do want to give a shout out to Team Hendrick _92488. Leaving out one of those guys there. Yeah, leaving out Jimmy Johnson in their username for some reason, but they found Dale Jr. in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
So they actually went through and found multiple Dale Jr.'s throughout the past weeks. So thank you for playing along with our mini game. There's no one's found Dale Jr. yet in this podcast, but if you find them, comment down below where you found them.
Yes, and this is going to be a pretty busy week with far videos coming out.
Yeah, so the schedule for this week, Monday there will be nothing. I'll be editing a video which will come out Wednesday. Tuesday we will have a Why Fans Love Bubba Wallace episode. Originally wasn't going to do Why Fans Love for a little bit, but we saw the struggles that Bubba Wallace has been going through, and we wanted to do a video to appreciate everything he does in the sport and just give him something to keep his head on.
Yeah, just give him some encouragement. So if you got any comments for Bubba, just let us know. We appreciate having him in the sport, and we just want to give him a word of encouragement.
And then on Wednesday, you'll be able to see a new series. We will be taste testing Body Armor. It's a new product review for NASCAR sponsored series. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then Side Drive Fast Picks for the All-Star race plus the Truck Series race. And then also all the race reviews of the weekend. So busy week, but I can't wait for it.
Yes.
So we'll see you all throughout the week, and hope you enjoyed this video.